What's up, y'all? It is Wednesday, January 3rd, day 3 of 75 Hard, and today went relatively well, all things considered. It was a gloomy day, mood, but in terms of like how the day itself actually went and goals and whatever, it went okay. It definitely needed to happen. Um, there we go. Better? Question mark? Yeah. That was good. I got my workouts in. I got a little lost today. I went for a bike ride. I'm chilling out a little bit on my knees because the last couple days I just got right back into running, and I've been running an average of like 6 miles. First day I ran like 7, and the next one I ran like 5.5, and then yesterday I ran 5, a little under. Maybe like an average of 5.5. Anyway, my knees were not having it, and I decided probably a little bit lower impact exercise would be the way to go today. So I biked. I basically just hit some of the trails around Austin, which was fun. I got a little lost, not really, but I hit like 23 minutes because my goal is 45. So I hit 23, halfway done, and I was like, all right, this is a breeze. This is easy, no problem. I turn around and I realized very quickly that I was just biking downhill, which was always a great realization. But yeah, I'm enjoying the process of this more. Tay shared this really fantastic podcast with me from the Huberman Lab with David Goggins. I like David Goggins. Sometimes I think he's memeable and also at the same time has like a lot of really important shit to say. So I don't think those things are mutually exclusive at all. But he was talking about willpower and how important it is to continue finding things that you struggle with or that you like don't like things that make you uncomfortable. And this process is definitely uncomfortable. And there are parts of it that I'm beginning to like, and there are parts of it that I'm still struggling with. I'm trying to get to like 10 TikTok posts a day. Definitely struggling with that. That's a lot. But it's part of like the growing and evolving and pushing phase. Trusting the process and whatnot. I still have an absolute shit ton of editing to do. I don't really see myself getting to most of that tonight. I had a campaign for Nautica that I got done, and then they sent some edits back already, so I need to do those actually before I go to sleep. Right now I'm reading Getting Things Done. My God, I don't know why I just blanked on the book. It's right here. For 75 Hard, and Tay's actually reading it simultaneously. And today it was talking about just the way that we process things and the way that our brains specifically hold on to unfinished tasks, and how basically it talked about the concept of open loops. And open loops are effectively things that haven't been finished, and they also haven't been externalized in a fully externalized in a trustworthy way, meaning like say you have like a some kind of note-taking system, right, or some kind of like to-do manager, whatever, that you put things in, but you don't fully trust the system. Not gonna fucking cut it. Not gonna do it. And it likened those open loops to RAM, in the way that it's not storage. It doesn't go into like long-term memory. It's very like as needed. And open loops just clog up your RAM. For all my computer nerds out there, for those of you who are not, RAM is finite. There's significantly less RAM than there is just like normal storage, but it's also essential for the functioning of a computer. The CPU needs RAM. The processor needs RAM. And it's getting to, the next chapter is like the system for offloading things to some kind of externalized system that you can trust. But yeah, today was slow. Today was Lily's first day back in school, so kind of getting back into the swing of things, learning like what I reasonably can and can't do, kind of fine-tuning different elements of just creating content, where I'm putting things. I want to put way more things on YouTube, I'm realizing, because YouTube was always the goal. And if I'm making the content anyway, fuck it a little bit, you know? Fuck it a little bit. But I'm experimenting more with things. I'm trying more things. I'm putting my voice out there more. And yeah, man, I'm just enjoying the process. I am enjoying feeling like I can just be me. That is liberating, and while I'm making way more shit, it doesn't feel as like heavy in the head. And even though shit just isn't performing right now on TikTok, which is totally fine, I say that and then like, but it's fine. Like these systems work on, like, you need to maintain a certain amount of consistency for things to start getting picked up, and like audiences need to warm up and acclimatize, and I tend to be kind of a cold turkey kind of guy, so it's just the nature of the beast. But through this, I'm learning more and more about just myself and the way that I process things, and working to be more of an internally driven person as opposed to someone who's driven by external things, because I very much am right now, and I don't want to be. I want to have some core sense of identity, which I do in a lot of ways, but I feel that that core sense of identity is what is driving things sometimes, and I want it to be what is driving things all the time. I want to have uncompromising, and I do have uncompromising things about myself. Like, I'm saying this like I'm not a fucking person with values and shit that I stand for. I do. What I want, I feel it very strong in certain areas of my life and not so much in other areas of my life, is what I think I am trying to say. And what I am looking for is to trust that inner sense of self more, and to be more willing to stick to my guns, if that makes sense. Anyway. Yeah. Oh, I think I talked a couple days ago about making a video where I would just be like rambling about what it would be like to have a just like positive environmental shit. A lot of the rhetoric around environmentalism is pretty fucking negative and depressing. And so I actually made a video, and I just went to ChatGPT, because ChatGPT can generate images now. Fucking cool. But I was like, hey, what would it be like if we lived in a world without cars? And then I just ran through like a couple different scenarios and prompts and whatnot, and just generated a couple images, and then made a video just talking using that. And I thought it was fun. It was a whole lot of fun, and lets me actually speak on something that I think is important to me. That is important to me. There's that word. But it, yeah. It's funny how, in the book, actually today, Getting Things Done, actually yesterday, and I think I read this to the camera yesterday, to y'all, Um, where the fuck? There. It was talking about the last time you felt highly productive. You're probably had a sense of being in control. You're not stressed out. You're highly focused on what you were doing. Time tended to disappear. You felt like you were making noticeable progress toward a meaningful outcome. And if you get seriously far out of that state, you start to feel out of control, stressed out, unfocused, bored, stuck. And I'm feeling more like the former today. Yesterday, I was feeling very much like the latter. I was like, I couldn't really focus. I was just kind of upset about like performance, and I was just getting stuck in the numbers of things and being like, why isn't this working? It's day 2. But today I was feeling a little bit more outside of myself, which was nice. I've been spending less time listening to things, which is nice. I have, I think, a bit of a content addiction. And just going on my bike ride today, for example, 45 minutes, nothing in my ears. It's weird. But it's good. And it's weirdly liberating. And it's nice that I can. And it really helped to mentally kind of just get things a little more organized and just chill out a little bit too. Because when I'm not chill about it, I just feel a lot of pressure, and then it compounds, and I get a lot of background, not anxiety, but agitation. A lot of background agitation. And working out helps tremendously with that. Journaling helps tremendously with that. And turns out biking without headphones in too. Probably a weird combination of both, because you're stuck with your thoughts and you're exercising. It helped with that a lot. Anyway, I have some edits to do. And hopefully some journaling, but realistically, probably not going to happen. But anyway, good night, y'all. Peace.